Hi friends, it's Mrs. West. Today we are going to talk about 3D shapes for math. This is going to help you complete some of your math worksheets. So the first thing I want to do is introduce you to the names of 3D shapes. So I have this paper, and let's talk about the names first before we read this. A cone, and the picture is right next to it of what that shape looks like. So a cone looks like this. A sphere. That's really tricky word. Can you say it with me? Sphere. Ooh, we'll practice that one. A prism looks like this. A cylinder looks like this. And a cube looks like a box. So let's read this to learn what these shapes look like out and about. When you're going around, you can see these shapes all over the place. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cone is like a party hat. A sphere is like a bouncing ball. A prism is like a building tall. A cylinder is like a can of pop. That's like a can of soda or LaCroix. That's what that looks like. A cube is like a dice you drop. 3D shapes are here and there. 3D shapes are everywhere. So you guys have already learned about 2D shapes. Do you guys know what 2D shapes are? Who can guess? I'm thinking of one. It's a circle. So you can do this with me. I'm going to pretend I put a circle, a flat circle in my hand, like a pancake. Boink. And then I'm going to turn it into a 3D shape. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh my gosh, I just turned my flat circle into a sphere. So let's continue to talk about how shapes go from flat to 3D or 2D to 3D. I'm going to share with you some of the 3D shapes I found around my house. So first, a cone. And I actually had to make this cone. But if I had an ice cream cone in my pantry, it would be just like this shape, a cone. And I could eat ice cream. Okay, a cone has, you are going to, in some of these worksheets, learn the word face. So face doesn't mean this face. It means the face of the shape. So a cone has two faces. 1, 2. A cone is also curved. So a face is this of a cone and this area of a cone. It's also curved. Let's talk about that. If you take your hand, everyone with me, go like this. Do you see how it's curved? Now make it straight. This is not curved. So straight is not curved. And if I go like this, that is yes, this is a curve. Okay, let's see some of our other shapes. We have a sphere. So I have a ball. This is a baseball. You can see a sphere. Why don't you try to think of another sphere you're thinking of? A ball, baseball. What about a soccer ball? I bet some of you thought of that. A handball. Good. So a sphere is like a ball. And as you can see, a sphere is curved. Remember, back to how we said, look, it can fit right in there. It's curved. Good job. And a sphere has one face because it's one area all around. Good. Okay. The next one is a prism. So a prism is this cereal box that I found. And a prism has 6 faces. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So those are the faces of a prism. And I used a cereal box. The next one is a cylinder. So I found a candle holder for a cylinder. And as you can see, a cylinder has 3 faces. 1, 2, 3. Good, so 3 areas. What do you think a cylinder is? Curved or not curved? If I say curved, I can fit it right in there. So a cylinder is curved. Good. Our last one is a cube. Do you guys remember these? Snap cubes. So a cube has how many faces? This little guy, we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to the back. 5, 6, just like what other shape did have 6 faces. If you remember, a prism did. Good. And so a cube is in places, or you can find a cube, ice cubes, boxes. Good. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys too about a worksheet you're doing, and it looks like this. You are going to, as we always do in class, cut along the dotted lines. And then you are going to use only 1 curved and 1 no curves. There will be 4 total, but you only need 1 set. So you just cut 1 out. And then it looks like this. No curves and curves. And if you forget, you're going to make that shape with your hand like we did. Curves. Do you see how that looks the same? And no curves. Good. You'll just set those on your table. And then when you go to cut your paper, your shapes, again, cutting on the dotted line. Mrs. West already did that. So I have my shapes here. The first shape, what do you think that is? Is it curved or no curve? If I hold my hand like this, I can see, does this have a curve or does it have no curve? Yes, good job. No curves. So you would just place it under the no curve section. Good. And then you keep going. How about this shape? It almost looks like a drop, like a raindrop. Raining, pouring. All right, so curved or no curve? If you said curved, you're correct. So place it under curve. What about this one? It's a triangle. Does this look like it's curve or no curve? Good. If you said no curve, you are correct. Those are straight lines. And you would continue to put these shapes under either no curve or curve. Good. And if you forget, you could always use your hand to remind you. You guys, let's review, because when you do the worksheets in the future, let's talk about how a face doesn't mean this face. When it's talking about a face, it means the area of the shape. So a sphere would have 1 face. Okay, a cube, it's those flat parts, would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the back, 6. So that's what face means. I want you guys to look around your house and go on a shape hunt, and you're going to find all the 3D shapes, or share with your family that you found 3D shapes and practice the names of 3D shapes. Let's review that. We have a cone. Everyone say cone. Sphere, prism, cylinder, and cube. Good job, you guys. Do your best work.